It's obvious. Just look. What? You don't believe me? How can you even begin to question what the correct answer is? If you don't know it, you can just Google it. It'll for sure let you know. It told me what to believe, and I've been right ever since. And so have you. Come on, just look. We all know that the glass is obviously
half empty. How did we use that many weapons? Did you check the right shed?
I know I did. I swear. I even took pictures. Check your phone. See? That's me right in front of the shed. I did exactly what you told me to do.
I see you did. Good job, and I'm excited, because if we are using that many weapons, then we must be winning. I knew they'd be perfect for the cause. What do you think, Maxine? Do you think they were the right choice?
In unity, we all must agree.
Unity! Yes! Unity! I mean, how else will we reach unity if we're not all agreeing, thinking alike? And until they understand that, we will not back down. We will keep fighting. I believe in this cause, and I just want to see us win. That's what you want too, right?
Of course, I want exactly what you want. There really is no other way. I mean, I've heard about them. You said it yourself. They just want their way, nothing else.
I know, and it keeps me up at night knowing they think the way they do. I feel like if they just saw things exactly like we do, then they would just agree with us. But no, they have their own opinions and they just won't budge. It frustrates me.
How about we go check out the new weapons? That usually gets you in a better mood.
They do say the front line will need to be replenished by the end of the week. You know, it's so good to have somebody around like you, Maxine. Somebody who always agrees with me. I feel like together, we can and will make a change. They'll see. Our way is the best way for all.
I need a map and a torch if I'm gonna go your way. I need good shoes and a guide if I'm gonna go your way. I mean, where else would I go? Both sides simply all right? Yeah, I really want to go your way. I mean, who else is worth relying on?
Those lines you draw seem somehow familiar, Ash.
I don't know how. I mean, these lines have never been seen on paper before.
I don't know. I just feel like I've seen them before. Although, if I were you, I'd focus on winning the fight instead of sitting here and painting. You know Skylar would be furious if she found out you were wasting her precious time.
It's my fight too. I have every right to fight it the way I want to.
I don't think art's going to help you. I mean, us. Yes, us. Let's win this fight.
Trust me, art could cause all sorts of chaos, especially if it shows how wrong and belittles the other side. Didn't Skylar teach you anything?
Of course she has. I've seen all sorts of arts and posts she's created against them. I wonder if that's what made them so upset. I mean, she has created some pretty nasty stuff about them.
I mean, it's spread everywhere, across the entire world, and everyone chose a side. Speaking of sides, shouldn't you be fighting?
They said they have to reload the weapons and they'll send for me soon. Hey Ash, do you ever wonder if there's another way? Like something other than this?
If there is, nobody's told me about it. I bet if there was, we would have seen or heard about it by now. I mean, this feels right.
Yeah, I guess, but Actually, never mind. Well, keep me updated on the drawing and let me know when you finish. Keep up the fight, Ash. So long.
So long, Coraline. Am I even fighting the good fight? Will I ever finish this race?
Did you hear? Did you hear? Did ya?
Go away, Luna. I'm not in the mood.
Perfect! This will really get you angrier then. Oh, goody, okay. Listen up. The other side has said that we are mean and ugly and dress funny. That's right. Did you hear me?
Of course, we're mean and ugly and dress funny to them. We are superior. We are supposed to look different. Now go away and find something new to talk about.
No. Oh, okay. I'll whip something up and get right back to you.
Oh, how annoying. Can't she see that I don't have time to listen to such trivial things? We should be getting ready. We need to be prepared to fight for the cause. Oh, good, Skylar. I was just about to come and find you. Luna's repeating the same old stuff again. Are you sure she should be fighting with us? I honestly think we'd have better luck without her.
V, we don't have time to discuss drama. Do you not realize how much stuff we have to get done? As your leader, I demand that you focus. We have to deal with them, prove our strength, and show them that we are right.
I understand. It's just so frustrating. It's all so frustrating. And it makes me angry. Angry enough to do something violent.
I do like the sound of that.
They throw a stone at us, we pick up an even bigger one and throw it back. One of these days, they won't get back up.
Hey, remember who's the boss here, Violet. I'm the one in charge. I'm the leader. And I'll say when and what we'll toss at them. For now, we just have to focus on hitting them where it really hurts. I've been creating some new propaganda against them that I think you'll like. Take a look.
I like it.
I'd hope so. If you're really on my side, you better be all in. In fact, you seem to be the only one with enough anger to get us what we want. All right, I have to get back to work. Don't forget what I said.
Anger, control, violence. I am a force to be reckoned with, and I cannot wait to show them just who they're up against.
Them. They are ugly. They smell. They steal from the poor and defenseless. They break into people's homes and eat their food without permission. They're the worst of the worst, leaving nothing but pain and destruction in their wake.
Wow, they sound like horrible people. You must hate them.
They've hurt so many people. What else could they expect from me? They've set fires to families, tearing love apart at the seams.
Based on all that, would you say that they're unforgivable?
Isn't it obvious? How could I disagree?
So, who's them?
Me.
oh so impressionable thoughts. This is your one and only one-sided news. Hear all about it. They are despicable. They are against you. They said this and that and whatever else gets you mad. But most importantly, they disagree with you. Extra, extra. Keep your thoughts focused. All about it.
I can't believe it. They are against us again. They are despicable. And they said this and that about me?
Hey, Maxine. Why are you so upset?
Well, I heard all the facts and know it by heart. They are against us again.
And what exactly did they say in response?
What do you mean?
You know, to those facts that you heard.
Well, we don't talk to the other side. How would I know?
Then how do we know that they said or even feel then?
I know this one. Carrie says that they are against us, and the reason why we are fighting is because they believe the opposite.
And what do you think about this all?
I think what you think, obviously.
And what is it that I think? Did you write that down too?
Of course, just give me a second. Hold on. Chapter 8. It says you have blue eyes, 2 older brothers, and you hate asparagus. Wait, that's the wrong chapter. Let me look under beliefs and thoughts.
What? I'm kind of freaked out right now. Why do you have all the information down about me?
Not just you. Everyone and everything. It's right here, see?
And are any of those thoughts your own? I mean, where'd you even get all the information from anyways?
I follow you guys real closely. I can't make a mistake. I've already seen so many of my friends get canceled for the simplest things. That won't happen to me.
So, you refuse to think for yourself, have your own beliefs, basically giving yourself away to what anyone or anything wants you to think or be. That's dangerous. Now, let me ask you this. If they told you to stop talking to me, would you?
Well, they must have had a good reason for it. I mean, what did you do?
Let's just say I agreed with the other side. What then?
Oh, I know this one. Carrie says that those who don't
No,
believe-
no. I asked, what would you do?
Well, I gotta go. Carrie needs me.
Of course she does. Promise me one thing, Maxine. Put down the book and have a couple of your own thoughts. You never know. You might just find yourself.
The sun will rise, the sun will rise, bringing life to the earth as it springs from the ground. The sun will rise, the sun will rise. Won't you dry all your tears, lay a burden down? Won't you dry all your tears, lay a burden down?
Hey, B, you okay?
I'm fine, just leave me alone.
That is a bold-faced lie, and you know it. You can talk to me. What's wrong?
Seriously, just leave me alone. You just stay out of my business.
I can't. I care about you. I want to help you.
No, you don't. Don't lie to me. That just makes me angrier. Just leave me alone and keep your distance. You don't even know me, so back off.
See, that's the thing. I don't need to know you to see that you're hurting. And I don't need to know you to lend you a hand. And I definitely do not need to know you to care about you.
Just go away.
Okay, I'll go. But just so you know, hurt people hurt others. Sometimes they hurt others to protect themselves. It's a double-edged sword. Just know, I'm here for you.
I don't understand. I want to, but I don't. What does she mean, a double-edged sword? I'm fine the way I am. In war, the angrier person wins, right? So this is fine, I'm fine. I think. Anger seems to be the only thing I own for myself. It's my protection.
This war needs more fuel. In fact, you don't even need to know what you're fighting for as long as you are. Anger is usually the best ammo. Really heats things up.
Did you hear what they just said? It's their way or the highway.
It's always their way. I never seem to have a voice. I never seem to matter. Why can't my friends or family just accept me? I don't know who's on the other side of this war, but whoever they are, I will make them accept me.
I wonder, are we fighting this war against each other? Or simply within ourselves?
Retreat! Retreat!
Ew! What are you thinking? What is wrong with you?
Pardon?
Why would you make the call to retreat?
We were losing. It was a useless battle.
But it wasn't. A little farther and we would have done some major damage. Were you even paying attention?
Excuse me? Am I hearing you right? It sounds like you're questioning me.
Maybe I am. Listen, if we had just carried on a little longer, I know.
Shut up! Just what makes you think you have any right to argue with me in the first place? You have no idea who you're talking to, do you? I control this war. If I say it, you do it. End of story.
But
Are you losing faith? It sounds like you're turning against our cause. Don't tell me you're a traitor.
of all people in this war, you know I would be the last to turn.
Then start acting like it. I have an agenda, you know. I have a plan on how to silence the other side. I know what I'm doing. Don't question me again. Your orders are to follow along no matter what. This war will be won, and it'll be won my way.
Oh, the vapor of it all. It's a chasing of the wind, the powers of the earth. So here and then we will set our hearts on you again.
There are many prisoners of war. It doesn't matter which side you're on. We all feel the chains of division. I wonder, what are we even fighting for? What are we striving so hard to accomplish? And at what cost does the other side suffer? Might the screams and rants of the loudest voice be stifled just long enough to hear the cries of the opposing view? What if the tables were turned? If we were to see things from another point of view? Them? Could we be calm just long enough to hear their voices? Or are we, me, so important that they no longer even matter?
From the entrance of our hearts, may we walk into the dark with the light of peace. In these eerie days, know that we are not alone, for its grace it makes us whole. May we grow gonna make it through. We are gonna make it through.
This war seems to have been going on for a long time now. History will repeat itself if we aren't careful. Things that once happened will happen again, unless we simply learn from our mistakes. What happens when we are so busy trying to hide or erase the mistake that the lesson cannot be learned? What if we are so consumed by fear of being wrong, hated, or canceled that we stay silent? Following along seems ever so easy when we have someone to do all of the thinking for us. We march to the tune of another, thinking that if we stay silent and follow along, we'll be safe. But what if we weren't driven by fear? What if instead of being the follower, we became the leader? And what if we replaced what we thought was fact with what we knew? What if we knew firsthand how our opposition felt and thought? What if we listened instead of spoke? Has not history at least taught us that everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry? What if we held the hand of our enemy and listened to their voice? What if we sat down and learned something so that we could work together? What if?
I lift my eyes up to the hills. It's my moment song, where my strength comes from. I lift my eyes up to the hills. It's my evening song, where my help comes from. This is the gravity of love.
So I try to live a life full of love, just in the wardrobe that's been picked out for me. Compassion, humility, kindness, content with second place, quick to forgive an offense, forgive as completely and quickly as I've been forgiven. I will love. It's my basic all-purpose garment. Never be without it.
Do you really believe all that stuff? Because if so, you are going to get trampled on. You don't win wars believing in garbage like that. You fight with everything you have and you don't give in until you get what you want. And if you find someone who has anything different to say, you make sure to silence them.
There was no room in love for fear. Well, from love banishes fear, since fear is crippling.
Are you saying I'm afraid? I am anything but afraid, little girl. Just wait and see what I'm about to do to the other side. Then you tell me who's filled with fear. They'll know me and fear me, and no one will ever mess with me. I'll be the biggest threat they've ever seen.
I like the sound of that. Listen, V, I need more people on the front line. You in?
Ready and willing.
B, please think about what you're about to do.
I'm about to make my presence known.
Ash, quit freaking her out. Now go and focus on that propaganda I sent you to paint. If we are to let the world know how we really feel about the other side, it needs to be finished by tonight. Let's go, V. Your anger is needed.
Extra, extra! Read all about it.
No, thank you.
I've got the latest news, and everyone has read it. Won't you be surprised by what they did?
Won't they be surprised by what I did?
Breaking story! There's a traitor amongst us and must be dealt with immediately! Extra, extra! Hear all about it! Scandal behind the front line!
So I've always heard that there's always been two sides to every story. I wonder, what would be the cost of walking across enemy lines?
Everything's about to get a little messy. How do you feel about all this?
I don't know.
Well, what do you plan on doing about it? Where do you see this war going in the future? Tomorrow? Next month?
Hold on. Just
Next
give me a
year?
second.
How do you feel about your leader, your allies? Do
I
you
don't know.
trust them? Do you believe in them?
I don't know.
I don't want to hear what's in there. I want to hear what you think, not what they think.
But I don't know.
Yes, you do. It's in you. Tell me.
I don't know. I can't.
Can't or won't?
I can't. I just can't.
Yes, you can. Just do it. Tell me.
Fine. It's because I'm scared, okay? Scared of everything. Especially of being rejected. What would happen if I told people how I felt? You know how cruel people are. They'd hate me. Say terrible things about me. And worse, they'd leave me. I'd be hated and alone.
But in a way, aren't you already alone? You've buried yourself in thoughts and beliefs that aren't yours. You aren't yourself, and you don't belong. Why not at least let everyone know who you really are? There are enough copycats in the world already. Just because the rest of society is doing it doesn't mean you should too. So put down that book and pick up yourself.
All soldiers report for battle immediately.
What is it? What happened? Why didn't you call? And hey, where's V?
I just came back from the front line. V got wounded. She's in recovery right now. The enemy is tougher than I expected, and we ran out of ammunition. We had to retreat.
Breaking news! Breaking news! It seems someone is crossing enemy lines. Is friend now foe?
Oh my god! Where is that traitor? I gave Ash specific instructions to create the harshest propaganda. And she came up with this? God, if she did what I told her to do, V would be fine and we would be winning. I'll teach those enemies. Coraline, bring me the prisoner.
What? What do you plan to do with her?
Are you questioning me? And I thought you'd be happy to see the enemy suffer. Don't tell me we have another traitor amongst us now. Good. Now do as you're told.
What can I do?
We need to find something big, something violent. It has to cause chaos, bring upon a change. Maxine's already working on the propaganda right now.
Understood. You have my full cooperation and loyalty. I'll go right to work.
Good. What would make someone ever cross enemy lines? There's only one side in war, one side that wins. If you don't conform, then your voice must be silenced.
It seems like no matter how hard I try, I always get hurt. I fought them so hard, gave them everything I had, and still I got hurt. Am I just too weak? Will they always be too strong? I just want to win for once, and I will do anything to make it happen. I just feel so alone. Like no one is on my side. Who can I trust?
Extra, extra! Hear all about it. Those who claim to be our friends are really not. Extra, extra! Can you believe all about it?
once really cared. She's just like everyone else in my life. And if I ever see her again, I will make her feel just what they did to me. In fact,
Hear my side of the story?
It's true then.
That's up to you to decide.
I just saw your so-called propaganda. You're supposed to be on our side, not with them.
Can you calm down and just listen?
I already know. You're a traitor, a backstabber, and a liar.
And you're jumping to conclusions based on what you think you know, lies you've been told. Can you for once just have a thought of your own?
I just came from the front lines, fighting for what they told me is true. And now I find out you're with them? Just wait until Skylar finds out about this. Wait until I tell her what I know to be true. This will be the end of you.
I wonder, is there any way that we could find peace and truth on the battlefield of lies?
It's okay. I don't bite. And I know what you're here to do, so just go on. Go ahead with it.
I'm supposed to rough you up and bring you to Skylar, but I don't know if I could do that.
Why not? I mean, you are on their side, aren't you? Don't you seek to hate me?
War is just so complicated.
It is what we make it. We all seek our own way, and we'll do anything to accomplish it. Yet, all along, we scream unity. Let's all come together as one in diversity, when, in fact, diversity has nothing in common with each other.
You're nothing like what I thought you'd be. How long have you been a prisoner for?
For quite a few years, I've traveled from battlefield to battlefield and have endured many interrogations, all set with trying to change how I felt. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they just listened instead of yelled? And not just your side, but my side too. To come to the table as great and wonderful listeners, leaving our opinions in baggage behind to become a bridge into the other sides of the world. Listen to learn, understand, value, and celebrate each other as people and individuals. You can disagree with someone, but you can never dismiss their value as a person.
But it sounds so easy when you put it like that. I know how both sides feel.
And how might you know that? I mean, you're a soldier for their side, and you just met me, so how could you know so much about my side?
I just heard.
Bull, you're different. Every soldier who's ever come here has beat me, not listened to me. So, who are you really?
Does it really matter? I'm who they want me to be.
And yet, not when you're with me. We have something in common. Might we be fighting for the same side?
No. Please don't make me use this on you. Come in peace, and I promise you won't get hurt.
Peace is the
only way I know how to walk in. Lead the way, my friend. I'll follow you anywhere.
We have no time for traitors. Traitors are weak, hidden in the shadows. I can't have these things happening in my war. I started this war, and I sure as heck going to finish it. Finish this traitor.
Never would I have imagined someone would betray the cause. It's so obvious we are right. It's so clear we are doing good. How can she disagree with that? I don't understand. I want to ask her why. I want to look her in the eyes and convince her just how wrong she is. Because she is wrong. So wrong. I just don't understand.
It's okay to be passionate. It's good to have convictions. But when your passion doesn't leave room for someone who might be equally passionate about different, conflicting things, it's easy to see only an argument be won, rather than a person to be respected, valued.
Can we come together and sit and listen with each other? Yes, attention. To possibly be wrong and to learn the stories.
I feel so passionate about this war. About how I feel, but I know the way Skylar's going about it is wrong. In fact, we're losing many. There has to be some other way.
The battlefield does not have to be a place of accusations, arguing, and killing. It can be a place of gathering in our diversities with respect, a place where we have a deeper understanding of one another, a place that crosses all kinds of political, ethnic, cultural, and religious differences to heal what is tearing us apart.
The cost of walking across enemy lines is that you might be hated, may not be accepted, but it is the right thing to do, and someone has to take that first step, and so I'll go.
Leave the taser with me, Coraline. The prison rest talk.
I can get her to talk.
Good. Can you? Taser. I said taser.
But maybe there's another way, like something other than violence.
It does seem harsh. I mean, when did brutality become our motto?
Since it's gotten us results, everyone does it. Now do as they say and taser or I will.
But what do you want to know about the other side? I can tell you.
Oh, if you know anything, then yes, please tell us, because I am so confused as to why they think what they do. And they're fighting just as hard as we are. This war's out of control. If you have any insight, then please share.
Hang on. How does someone in my army know about the other side? Answer me. Better yet, I'll do it myself. Violence has a way of bringing out the truth.
No. I can tell you, and I know because I'm like her. I'm on her side.
What? Another traitor! What is going on in this army?
I just wanted to be your friend, but I don't believe in what you believe in. I've tried playing both sides and not get hurt, but it's too hard.
So you mean to tell me we've been friends this whole time and you lied? How could you? And why?
I don't think you all make it very easy to share an opinion around here. My side is just as guilty. For some reason, we've all become so right that we won't even listen to each other. You know, I once heard of a time where you could be friends with someone who disagreed with you. How selfish have we become to demand our own way?
I don't agree with your side. I can't even imagine believing the way you do. How do you work that out then? We're too different and there's too much conflict in that.
you walk across those so-called enemy lines. Start with that. And peace isn't the absence of conflict. It's the ability to deal with conflict through peaceful means.
Never worked. Never will. Hurts are too deep. Differences too strong. Where is V?
Skylar, did you hear? Ash has turned against us. I'm so hurt. I thought she was my friend.
I did. And friends don't change sides. And I'm making this here prisoner pay for it too.
Do you see what your side did to me?
Do you see what your side did to me?
Since when did we begin to talk? Listen to you, our enemy. You hurt us, betray us. The scars last forever and you can never get rid of them.
Do you even know what you're fighting for? What your so-called cause even believes in? Or does it just feel good to get your anger out somewhere? Tell me, why are you fighting?
Well, because I'm just so confused. I just want to stop hurting.
And hurting people hurt people. Sometimes they hurt others to protect themselves.
Ash said the same thing. How do you know so much?
Enough. V knows what she believes in. What I believe in. And unity, we all must agree. And I've heard enough about this. The prisoner will be locked back up, and anyone who disagrees with her can join her. I'll bring the prisoner to her cell. Teach her a lesson. V, go get some rest. Carrie, go detain Caroline until I come back. You know what we do to prisoners.
Go ahead. Do you have to do? We're friends. How am I supposed to hurt a friend? How can I hurt you? This is insane.
In unity, we all must agree. Look, I tried to make a new poster.
Unity? What even is unity? No? Maxine, do not tell me something out of that book. I beg you, tell me something I haven't heard, because right now I'm ready to lose it and I could really use something that is not the latest post. She can't help you. She isn't even on our side. Surprise! She's been too afraid to tell us this whole time. We all just live in this crazy fear. The world is upside down.
Good. Maybe now we'll start thinking clearly. Wake up. Step away from fear and see what we're doing isn't working.
That's good, Maxine. Because fake news, propaganda that slanders, and weapons that kill aren't working. It's wrong on all sides. I mean, maybe there's a way to see each other's point of view without demanding our own way.
Ash is drawing. That's why Skylar was so mad. She drew both sides and I recognized them.
And that's why Skylar's so angry. Ash brought two sides together in her art, two sides that may never agree, never see eye to eye.
I don't think our differences are gonna go away. But if I may say something of my own, what if we stepped outside our echo chambers towards each other and created a safe space for people from all walks of life and beliefs to listen, learn, and grow in relationships? Look, it's already here.
Skylar says you're a traitor if you're not like us. We hate anything that has a different opinion, and we do anything to silence them. What if she tries to change my beliefs, my opinions? It's better to stay in unity. Safety with those who are like me.
It's easy to sit among people who look like us, believe like us, and act like us. But that's not where change occurs. That's not where our hearts transform, where we bridge divides.
Maxine, why would you ever repeat the words of someone else when you have that much wisdom? And why is it the voice that screams the loudest is always going to be the one that we follow? We've walked so far from the truth. Where do we start now?
Why not here, with you two? Sometimes peace may seem violent, and it can cause chaos, but it can also bring upon change.
We'll be known as traitors to our sides. Like Ash, maybe we'll walk across enemy lines holding tight to our beliefs, but maybe listening with open hearts, maybe we can free all prisoners this way. It's worth a try.
Extra, extra! Hear all about it! There are enemies amongst us!
Listening to gossip is like eating cheap candy. Do you really want that junk in your stomach? He who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. He who seeks the truth is like fertilizer that will sprout and flourish, and like a pebble tossed in the water will create waves of peace throughout the land.
Extra, extra. Read all about it. Is it really possible that there are two sides to every story?
Why gather those who are different? Why step across enemy lines when the cost is so great? To be unliked, hated, even hurt? But to dream of creating the most diverse community of peacemakers, where we value each other, building relationships and respect with those who are different than us, writing a new story for our world. You don't have to see the world the same way to value each other. You don't have to have all of the answers or be an expert. You just have to show up. So what do you say? Are you ready to start healing what is tearing us apart? Are you ready to step across that line?
Sit down, be humble, sit down, be humble, sit down, sit down, sit down, be humble, sit down, be humble, sit down, be humble, sit down, sit down, sit down, see now. I see it now. When I look into the face of man, I see my brother. I see my brother. When I look into the face of man, I see my brother. I see my brother.
Yeah, well, I guess I just needed to understand myself much better. Fight that right fight, get that vision much clearer. The things I can't stand and you keep landing me in predicaments that will make me be a hypocrite if I were to stand in judgment. Ooh, I know why melanin might vary. Various gradient, this great planet of ours carry, and it's such a wonderful picture. A colorful concoction, let them tell it out realistic. It ain't a prison, it's a prism, and I'ma stand with you when they trip any doors down. And I know all lives matter, I'm just focused on yours now. Retiring these pitchforks, cause I see the sign. Those sports and the war veins, it's the same as mine, I'm saying.
When I look into your face,
Hey,
oh my enemy, I see my brother.
amazing how man found himself. Falling to the dawn, for a man's